Meeting to order. Today is Monday, May 6th, and we'd like to welcome everyone to our city council meeting. If everyone would please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Deb.
Rodney.
Here.
Jessica. Here. Don.
Here.
Kathy. Here. Brian. Brad.
Here.
Entertain a motion then to approve today's agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Vote please, Deb.
Rodney.
Yes.
Jessica.
Yes.
Don.
Yes.
Kathy.
Yes.
Brian.
Yes.
Brad.
Yes. Motion carried. Thank you. Across the mayor's desk, I want to thank Jacob Shutter, our videographer. Jacob's been with us for several months. I believe a high school student and graduates this year. So appreciate everything that you've done and your dedication to helping us out here. And then May 5th through the 11th is Public Service Recognition Week, and this is our opportunity to thank all the many citizens who serve on city councils, the various boards and commissions that the city has, to thank our city clerk, public works director, city administrator, EMS staff, and certainly law enforcement. So appreciate all your service and time commitment for the benefit of all. And then I'd like to read a proclamation recognizing National Police Week 2024. To recognize National Police Week 2024 and to honor the service and sacrifice of those law enforcement officers killed in the line of duty while protecting our communities and safeguarding our democracy. Whereas there have been more than 800,000 law enforcement officers serving in communities across the United States, including the dedicated members of the City of Algona Police Department. Whereas since the first recorded death in 1786, there have been more than 24,000 law enforcement officers in the United States that have made the ultimate sacrifice and have been killed in the line of duty, including police officer Kevin Cram. Whereas the names of these dedicated public servants are engraved on the walls of the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial in Washington, D.C. Whereas 282 new names of fallen heroes are being added to the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial this spring, including 118 officers killed in 2023 and 164 officers killed in previous years. Whereas the service and sacrifice of all officers killed in the line of duty will be honored during the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund's 36th Candlelight Vigil on the evening of May 13th, 2024. Whereas May 15th is designated as Police Officers Memorial Day in honor of all fallen officers and their families, and U.S. flags should be flown at half-staff. Therefore, be it resolved that the City of Algona will observe May 10th to 16th, 2024 as National Police Week and publicly salutes the service of law enforcement officers in our community and in communities across the nation. So here in Algona, and certainly in the county and the state, we appreciate all the law enforcement officers, Bo and his group, and everything that they do to protect us, and we certainly support them and appreciate it. So, the council have anything that they would like to share? Okay, hearing none, we'll move to an update from the city administrator.
Just want to share a little bit more information regarding the proclamation by the mayor. So this Friday, May 10th at 10 a.m., Algona Police Officer Kevin Cram will be recognized at the Iowa Peace Officer Memorial, which is located on the grounds of the Capitol in Des Moines. Officer Cram's name will be added to the Iowa Peace Officer Memorial Wall, and his memory will be honored at the event. The event is open to the public. More information is available on the press release posted on the city's website through the Iowa Department of Public Safety. So that's a state event here this Friday, May 10th at 10 a.m. And then in addition, as the mayor stated in his proclamation, Officer Kramer's name will be added to the National Law Enforcement Officer Memorial, Washington, D.C. That'll be taking place on May 15th. And then with that, representatives from the city's police department will be traveling to D.C. To honor Kevin and other officers that have been killed in the line of duty.
Anything else?
So maybe a few quick comments on the water we've had.
Yeah.
Down at the sewer plant, with the events that we had last week, just wanted to recognize all our public works staff. They're busy all year round, but especially when we have major storm events, and especially this time around, the sewer department staff down at the wastewater plant, of keeping that operating with the high flood event that we had. Thursday night, we had it staffed, 24/7 with shifts, making sure that all the pumps and everything kept going and all the generators were running. So just wanted to express the appreciation for them. We've been bypassing out the headworks of the plant since Thursday, and then had a few spot bypasses and some kind of trouble spots in town earlier in the week. So just wanted to thank staff for that. And I had been away for the last week, and we were in a drought, and maybe we still are, but I came back and saw that water, and it took me a minute to kind of wrap my head around it, and I actually looked it up. So the 17.5 foot that crested at Saturday, preliminary, is the 8th highest of all time, according to the flood gauge here in town. And I know exactly sure when that was installed, but it goes back to at least 1965. So we are, even though it kind of came quickly, we are at, historic flood levels here in town. And then on Saturday, we had our annual cleanup days, and the timing, I think, was convenient for some people because we had a lot of carpet and couches and things that were wet in people's basements with things seeping in. So we moved that to the Aquatic Center at the last moment there, just with the flooding down at Betts Park. But we had a total of 52 truckloads throughout the day, and so glad to offer that service. And we'll probably look at if we keep it at the Aquatic Center. It seemed to work really well down there in a little bit more controlled environment without having people go to the park for various things. But just wanted to note that, and also thank our public works staff that staffed that on Saturday as well.
Good, thank you, Jacob. We'll move to the consent agenda, and that includes approving the minutes from our joint Algona City Council meeting and the Recreation Commission that met on April 15th, as well as the minutes from that regular session of the April 15th council meeting. Approve the bills to be paid this cycle. Approve a Class C retail alcohol license for Columbia Hall Association. Approve a Class B retail alcohol license for Family Dollar. And approve a Class C retail alcohol license for the Cassuth County VFW. We have a motion from Harley, second from Brad. Any discussion? Hearing none, vote please, Deb.
Rodney?
Yes.
Jessica? Yes. Don?
Yes.
Kathy? Yes. Harlan?
Yes.
Brad?
Yes.
Motion carried. Agenda item number 9 is a public hearing. It's 5:10, and we will open this public hearing, and this is regarding proposed fiscal year 2023-24 budget amendment.
Yes, this hearing is for the current FY 2024 budget, which ends on June 30th, 2024. The amendment has changes in total revenues of $7,249,293, and total expenditures an increase of $6,733,676. So with all the changes, the net of the budget amendment is increased revenues of approximately $515,000. There's really nothing, I guess, exceptional of note in terms of the amendments. They're mainly on the revenue side. We had higher than budgeted local optional sales tax and hotel motel tax revenue, higher interest income than what we had budgeted, Those are all items we typically try to budget conservatively and then pleasantly surprised at the end of the year. And then recipient of when we receive some of our grants, like for the Teach Park Shelter House and the airport. On the expense side of things, mainly just addressing projects all previously budgeted, but just when we ended up doing the transfers and making final payments for when the projects as they proceeded and closed out. So happy to answer any specific questions if there are any. We have not received any comments from the public regarding the notice.
Anybody have any questions for Jacob? Okay, hearing none, it's 5:12, and we will close the public hearing, and we'll move to new business. And this is the third reading of an ordinance pertaining to vehicles and traffic.
This ordinance makes changes to Chapter 10 of the city code. The first is just establishing the 35-mile-per-hour speed limit on Snap-on Drive from Highway 18 to Poplar Street. And then the second set of changes addresses golf cart regulations in the city. Removes the requirement for brake lights and then changes the ordinance language that the golf carts can either be fitted with turn signals, and if not, it's acceptable to use hand signals. And that was mainly just to make it consistent with our UTV ordinance in terms of how signals are allowed, and then update some of the language regarding riding in a golf cart and not exceeding the design capacity.
Motion to waive the third reading?
Second.
We have a motion from Rodney, second from Don to waive the third reading. Any discussion? Vote please, Deb.
Rodney?
Yes.
Jessica?
Yes.
Don?
Yes.
Kathy? Yes. Harley?
Yes.
Brad?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Motion to approve third reading?
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the third reading. Any discussion? Vote please, Deb.
Rodney?
Yes.
Jessica?
Yes.
Don?
Yes.
Kathy? Yes. Harley?
Yes.
Brad?
Yes.
Then I think we're at a motion to adopt the ordinance.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adopt the ordinance. Any discussion? Vote please, Deb.
Rodney?
Yes.
Jessica?
Yes.
Don?
Yes.
Kathy? Yes. Harley?
Yes.
Brad?
Yes.
Motion carried. Agenda item number 11. This is a resolution approving the 2023-24 budget amendment.
So this resolution approves the proposed amendment that we had the public hearing on a few minutes ago.
Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion from Harley, second from Kathy. Any discussion? Vote please, Deb.
Rodney?
Yes.
Jessica?
Yes.
Don?
Yes.
Kathy? Yes. Harley?
Yes.
Brad?
Yes.
Motion carried. Agenda item number 12 pertains to the sanitary sewer revenue debt.
So this is a resolution approving and authorizing the loan distribution, disbursement agreement with the Iowa Finance Authority for sewer revenue notes, not to exceed $30,785,000. So I even go back, look at my notes of how many times are we approving this. And I think we'll have one more after this. So at this, just following the advice of our bond counsel, but the last meeting we adopted a resolution authorizing the loan disbursement, and then this resolution approves the loan disbursement. So we are looking at closing on the loan. This will be for the 2024 wastewater treatment improvement project that was awarded Woodruff Construction. Construction on that's expected to begin here early this summer and then extend through fall of 2026. But we are looking at closing on that loan here in late May or early June, and we're anticipating an interest rate of 2.75%, or hopefully a little bit lower over the 20-year term of that loan, and it is on a reimbursement basis, so our goal is hopefully we've got some cushion in there for contingencies and things like that, so our goal is not to use that whole $30 million plus, but have enough in there for the just in case and then a little bit, so It'll draw down as we use it, as we proceed through construction over the next 3 years.
And 2.75% interest rate today's pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah. So then when this is, like I say, when this is signed, then we get to approve it again.
Yeah,
Approve the signature.
we'll approve the signed versions of the agreements that we've already approved, yeah.
Okay.
So on this, it says what, 3785 in one area, and the other it says 3875, is that just typos?
Yes, there's a typo in my memo.
Okay, I figured that's just a memo typo.
3785 is the correct number.
All right, motion to approve resolution for, not done.
Second.
We have a motion from Harley, second from Jessica. Any discussion? Vote please, Deb.
Rodney?
Yes.
Jessica? Yes. Don?
Yes.
Kathy? Yes. Harley?
Yes.
Brad?
Yes.
Motion carried, thank you. Agenda item number 13, this is a resolution concerning the wastewater treatment facility improvement project.
This resolution will amend our contract at WHKS to include construction administration and construction observation of the sewer plant. Our original contract was planning and design and bid only. This amendment will not exceed $931,000, which is also included in our SRF loan.
Motion to approve resolution.
Second.
We have a motion from Rodney, second from Don. Any discussion? Vote please, Deb.
Rodney?
Yes.
Jessica? Yes. Don?
Yes.
Kathy? Yes. Harley?
Yes.
Brad?
Yes.
Motion carried. Agenda item number 14 is a resolution approving construction contract amendments.
This resolution will approve the language change in the contract with the homeowner for our CDBG owner-occupied housing grant. It changes item 26 that states the contractor shall maintain all required records for a period of 5 years and after final payments are made and all other pending matters are closed. It changes that wording to state the contractor shall maintain books, records, and documents in sufficient detail to demonstrate compliance with the contract and shall maintain these records for the greater of 3 years after the date the recipient is notified that the state CDBG contract has been closed with HUD. So it's just, they don't have to keep it for 5, they have to keep it for 3 after the state contract is closed. It's just, and this changes the contract for 3 of the homes, 221 South Hall, 601 North Putnam, and 627 East Elm. The other 3 were done before the language changed.
Okay. Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion from Harley, second from Brad. Any discussion? Vote please, Deb.
Rodney?
Yes.
Jessica? Yes. Don?
Yes.
Kathy? Yes. Harley?
Yes.
Brad?
Yes.
Motion carried. Agenda item number 15 concerns the CDBG Home Rehabilitation Grant Program.
This resolution is somewhat like the last one we just changed, except this has to do with the North Iowa Council of Governments language for administrative and technical services. So it will change the wording to say NIACOG shall maintain, or it will change this statement. This says NIACOG shall maintain all required records for a period of 5 years, beginning with the date of submission of the final expenditure report or until all audit findings have been resolved. That line will change to NIACOG shall maintain records, including supporting documentation for 3 years after closeout of the grant to the state of Iowa. You may have already heard this language because we've already passed this contract amendment for the COVID CDBG money for the upper story housing. This is on the owner-occupied housing grant that we received. And we're actually closing these out because all 6 homes have had their repairs done now.
Good. Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion from Brad, second from Don, to approve this resolution. Any discussion? Vote please, Deb.
Rodney?
Yes.
Jessica? Yes. Don?
Yes.
Kathy? Yes. Harley?
Yes.
Brad?
Yes.
Motion carried. Agenda item number 16 involves repayment of small business revolving loan fund loan.
Walker Chiropractic and Wellness has met the terms on the payments of their small business revolving loan fund loan with the city. So this resolution acknowledges that repayment and then authorizes the release of the security agreement used to collateralize the loan.
Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion from Don, second from Kathy. Any discussion?
This is my family, should I abstain from this? Or does it matter?
Go ahead and abstain.
Okay, vote please, Deb.
Rodney?
Yes.
Jessica? Yes. Don?
Yes.
Kathy? Yes. Harley?
Yes.
Brad?
Abstain.
Motion carried, thank you. And thank you for the repayment. We wish you continued success. Agenda item number 17 is a request from Little Sprouts Daycare.
Little Sprouts is requesting to block off the 4 angled parking spaces north of their building on Call Street on July 11th to host the Scratch Cupcake Food Truck. They did this last year as a fundraiser with a portion of proceeds going towards the daycare. No one is here. I'm not exactly sure what time of day. I don't believe it stated in my email.
Whatever, it'll take half the time to sell out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, come early.
So I guess we would just recommend approving the request, subject to, kind of the final planning with the police department in terms of staging and timing and just making sure all those details, but yeah, I'm sure we'll go quick.
Move to approve the request.
Second.
A motion from Don, second from Jessica. Any discussion other than come early and enjoy it? Vote please, Deb.
Rodney?
Yes.
Jessica? Yes. Don?
Yes.
Kathy? Yes. Harley?
Yes.
Brad?
Yes.
Motion carried, thank you. And our final agenda item number 18, this is the second notification of Mike Saban's term on the AMU board that expires May 31st, 2024. This is an appointment by the mayor, and this is a 6-year term. And this will be eligible for appointment at our next council meeting on May the 20th. So this was just the second notification of that. So it is 5:24, and we've come to the end of our published agenda, and I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much, everyone.